What's up, guys? It's KDX Kid out with Wavy Sports. We're out here with
James Darwind.
Riley King.
We're out here for the Worlds. They put on a viewing party. How do you feel about it in general?
Worlds in general this year has been probably one of the best ones. I would say it's
Really? All time?
Yeah. Well, so I mean, if you think about it, like season 2, season 3, it's been Korean dominated, Chinese dominated, but we actually had an EU team. 2 EU teams, go all the way up to semis or quarters, and NA showed up even though they're a one-dimensional horse. And, once everyone figured out that, oh, this is their strategy, okay, let's do this, we had a run. I mean, Ball's got he's in Diamond 2, right? He got a Penta.
He did?
That's some balls right there.
Stupid. Up until, what was it? When did NA get out? After we didn't make it out of groups,
No,
right?
we didn't make it out of groups.
Yeah, I'm a little salty about it.
Yeah, we know. We didn't
0-10. 0-10 because we lost the tiebreaker.
Well, we didn't make it out of week 1, really, because C9 dropped the ball after that.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, for me, this has been only my second Worlds experience, because I started following League, I guess, over like May of last year. So last year's Worlds was my first, and this year seeing 3 NA teams making it, I was really hopeful. Hopeful, yeah, but okay, it didn't work out. I'm a big Faker fan, a big SKT fan.
All right, actually, I have a question.
Oh, there's the Faker. That's the signature. He's got
My
it.
God, do you guys see this?
He's got it. Do you see this? Wait,
Oh, you see this?
show this.
What a fan.
That's it. What do you know? No big deal.
So, as far as League of Legends, I've been around since Dirt, before pre-season 1, and I'm kind of curious, as someone who's a newcomer, I actually haven't met many newcomers. How do you feel about the progression of League of Legends and really esports in general?
So I started following, I used to play MMOs. I played World of Warcraft before I started playing League, and I was watching streamers on Twitch playing World of Warcraft, and they had, like a few thousand viewers at most, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I get to watch people play video games.
Yeah.
And I saw League of Legends up there, but I never really watched it because I didn't know anything about it. But as soon as I got into it, man, it's unbelievable how big it is, right? Like, I thought World of Warcraft and MMOs were big, but no, this is unbelievable. It's so professionally done. People, whenever I explain to them what we do, they don't get it, right? And they don't realize how professional it is, how these shoutcasters are amazing. It's like watching a professional football game.
So that actually brings up one of my favorite points is I have a hard time communicating to people who really aren't into esports. So I start spitting numbers. You talk about the 18 million that Dota had. The last Worlds, they had something of 40 million viewers. I'm going to ask you, how does League of Legends, or really any video game for that matter, launch into mainstream?
It's mostly, I mean, we can take a look back since I feel like esports is still very in a fledgling state, and it has started to make a huge impact. And the way it's done that is by brute force, because Riot Games has literally just shoved millions of dollars into their production for the past couple of years, and without that, there's no way that it breaks in. No one takes it seriously without it.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I talked to you before, something to this notion of, you were saying that they went in the red, or they were negative when they first started doing the LCS and things like that.
Yep. All right, so this is whenever people ask me about League of Legends, I always like to say they were technically, it was a losing endeavor for the first 3 or 4 years, until last year. I think last Worlds was when they started to see income back from the LCS production that they were doing. And when I talk to people, people don't understand, it's League of Legends, oh, it's a video game. There are more people, unique visitors, that play League of Legends every month than there are what the unique visitors were at the peak of World of Warcraft. Every month is what's happening right now. It's like 2 million something unique visitors every month just in NA. And the amount of time that's been put into League of Legends since it started, it's in the trillions of hours. It's the most played game in the history of humanity. That's insane. It's not checkers, not like it's not fucking backgammon. It's League of Legends, dude. That's insane.
So the reason that's wild to me is because to play League of Legends, you still need a computer, and there's a lot of people in a lot of areas without a computer or without the means to really access this. So for it to be the trillions of hours and to have all these unique users come, to me, is blowing my mind statistically, at least at this era.
Yeah.
I feel like, obviously in a decade it might be the norm, but for right now, it's a huge surprise to me.
So I want to rant again, actually, because I think this is just something I've been thinking about lately, is because, and I think we can take a look back at the past couple of months about why it's such a popular game and why so many people are still flocking to it, is because it is, while it does have a certain skill floor, like a technical skill floor, it's becoming easier and easier to get to that floor, to that base level of learning that a lot of new players are immediately jumping into. And I think it's actually a statement to how intuitive the generations are and the different gaps. Like kids that are 18, younger than us, they're not our generation, but they're coming in and they're the fakers. Like they're insanely good. In 6 months, they're pro at this game. Like I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And Riot's adapted to that by making champions that are even more technical and fun. And I mean, look at fucking Bard. Bard's like the coolest champion ever made.
To add on to your point, I think a big part of it is the fact that it's free to play.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's free to play makes it so even if people don't know anything about it, they're like, oh, I'll just try it out, And then they start playing, and then they're like, oh my God, this game is awesome. And then they make friends. And the way that they've added the social aspect to League of Legends, like Riot's done such a great job of, you can have your friends list, you can invite people to your group, and a lot of times I'm not even playing. I just have League up on my screen and I'm talking to my friends on League. It's just become a platform for me to be able to communicate with friends. And so I think that's why it's gotten so popular as well.
Yeah. It's like the new AIM.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so they don't know this, and even the person behind the camera doesn't know this. We actually had another person we're going to interview, and instead of me interviewing them, we're just going to make this like a round table-esque type of conversation. So I'm going to let him come on in.
I'm Vikram Mehta. I've been part of DCLoL since February. I've been playing League for 5 years now. So yeah, since early season one.
I'll introduce him as well. It was at one of our viewing parties. I was just chilling, watching the game. I look over to my right, and Vikram is just sitting there. He didn't know anybody. He was just looking like a nerd in a corner, And I just introduced myself. We started talking, and he was a really cool guy. A few days later, he was part of our admin team. It was a great fit for us. And I think that just goes to show how cool this community is and how cool it is that this game is bringing people together. And otherwise, we would have never met each other.
And then I remember afterwards, Vikram came with us to get Z-Burger. Yeah, and we had milkshakes. Yep. And then like 3 days later, we're like, Vikram on the admin team? Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's do it, yeah.
Unanimous vote.
The Bakudan Spice Bomb himself. 32 gigabytes of Vikram. That's the best summoner name of all time.
You want to answer the questions now?
Oh yeah, sure. What were the questions? Already League of Legends is being shown on ESPN. I think right after MSG, there was a bunch of images where on the bottom of one of the main baseball games, it showed that CLG beat TSM 3-0. Like it showed up on national television. In other countries, they show League of Legends like on live TV, and it's really awesome. As far as Worlds goes, like we know that's an all-Korean team, and people might be disappointed that no Western team has made it, but it's also all about the amazing plays that happen during the games. You have Faker, one of the best players to ever come out in this scene.
Hasn't done shit.
He tumbled. He tumbled.
All right, dude, literally.
No.
SKT is Marn right now.
That's the thing with SKT. You have Faker. They put so much attention on Faker, but then you have 4 other people on his caliber. You can't just camp one lane for SKT and like think that you'll just win the game, because you have Marin, you have Bengi, you have Bang.
People watch soccer, and literally nothing can happen for 90 minutes.
Thank you.
I don't really think that says anything about the popularity of a sport. I mean, I not that I don't like soccer. I can watch soccer, but you can tie in soccer. I mean, that's even worse, right? So I think the fact that nothing might happen for 20 minutes is not that big of a deal.
I think the big thing about why so many sports get so huge is because of the fans. the rivalries, I believe, really, really do, in the stories that get put into the teams and the players. That is one of the biggest draws. It's the most action-packed, like, athletic drama you ever watch every time you turn the game on, and that's the big draw to it. And the thing that people see when they look at esports is they're like, well, why would I watch other people play video games when I could just go do it? But you can't just go do it. You can't fucking go do what you're watching on the screen. And that's the same thing with football. The same thing with soccer. And they're building it. They're throwing money into it. Like, these teams are becoming their own entities. They have sponsorships. They have, like SKT has an entire persona around it. Like, they have an aura and they're a figure. And I think that's infectious and will draw more people. I mean, you go inside right now, and like every other person has a team jacket on. You wouldn't have seen that 2-3 years ago. Like, I wish I had a TSM jacket on, even though they fucking have 2 members on their team. I still am like, yo, TSM?
One.
No, well, Wild Turtle is still an ADC.
He's still trying out.
He's trying out, but he's still on the roster, all right? Don't take down Turtle.
I was just going to say, so back to the soccer point, like the thing between English soccer and Hispanic soccer is are the casters themselves. Same with League of Legends. When you have Freak, you have Doa, you have all of the Korean casters, they go nuts. It hypes you up. It's one of the best things that I love watching about. Honestly, they are as good as the plays.
So we started DCLoL as a sister group to the New York City League of Legends group, which has, I think, at over like 4,000 people right now. It's unreal. But anyway, so Christina, the real founder, I would say, who's not with us here today, she moved here to DC, and we started DCLoL together as just a way for, honestly, a way for us to meet friends, because we were new here. We didn't know that many people here. And then it's just kind of grown. We merged with James here, and we got a lot of great people from the Maryland area and Virginia and DC as well. Yeah, viewing parties. So we just started throwing viewing parties in the DC area for people to get together and watch League. That's pretty much it. We're going on a year now, I guess, and I'm super proud of what we've accomplished so far. We have an admin team of about 7 people or so. Christina Maya, Silchris, myself, Riley King, James Starwind. We have Vikram Mehta.
You have DeAndre, Dre.
No,
it's Dre all day.
Dre all day.
Right,
Dre all day.
Who else?
Caitlin Kennedy.
Stella So.
And our newest recruit, Daniel Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Daniel helped us throw the party here today. So
this is all him. This is one of the best viewing parties I have been to at DC. And
I feel like I'm interviewing you guys.
You can be a good interviewer, I'd say.
So in the future, obviously more of the same. We're going to evolve as League evolves. Whatever they come out with, we're going to try to promote it. I think the community here, there's a lot of students here that are into the game, so we try to tap that. NaceCon was a huge success. There's a lot of other cons going on, so we'll try to promote at MagFest coming up.
For the future of DCLoL, this is the second Worlds, because this is actually like the 1-year anniversary. Because the first viewing party DCLoL did was
it Worlds?
Was Worlds last year. So this is for you. I didn't come on until much later, but I see for the future for us, my ultimate goal would be to be working with Riot to throw a viewing party at Verizon Center or something like that. That's what I want to do. I want Riot to bring an actual game to the Verizon Center in DC and be like, oh, DCLoL, yeah, we've worked with you guys a whole bunch. Throw this party. I'll be, dude. My heart would stop. My heart would stop. I don't know what I'd do. I want to be able to start working with other communities. We recently had a huge loss in the community. One of the leaders at RVA, and he was a huge leading force before I even got involved in here. Franklin, anyone that has been in the area knows. And it's just a huge loss, and it sucks. But there's so many groups and communities, even for Smash, even for CS:GO. I want these groups to come together and to create a great environment, because DC it should be the New York City of esports here. We are able to reach that potential, and I want to see that. That's what I want to see.
Me personally, and there was a trial run that happened during the summer, a sort of an LCS type situation here at DC. Although we have various people with various ranks, I just wanted to have some sort of competitive environment, a tournament type thing. I want to expand that not just to DC, but with New York as well. And so it'll be like an EU, LCS, NALCS type thing, and we can have inter-competition meets as well, expand that to other chapters. I think there's one in Chicago, all of the West Coast ones.
There's a huge Midwest scene, because that's where all mid is.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's my goal here at as a DC admin, just to expand the competitive scene and just have more interactions between players, because I've grown as a person just like meeting these guys, making friends, I think I've probably had 50 different people I've played League with by now. Yeah. And one of my friends from Pennsylvania, he's always like, when we play, he's always like, how many people do you know that play League? Because every single day we play with someone new.
You should see Christina's friends list. It's unreal.
It's full.
It's full, yeah. She can't add more people. She has to delete people that she doesn't actually play with.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, every time I go on League of Legends, if I go into the DC chat room or the NYC chat room, there's always people to play.
Yeah.
Always new people to play with, too. Like, our TeamSpeak server, it's fun. It's like one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, I probably had like 8 people on my friends list now. And I mean, let me rephrase that. In the beginning, what did I say?
You said you have 8 friends.
On my friends list. No. When I started playing League, I only had about 8 people on it, I guess. And 2 of them would be on at a time, right? I leveled to 30 playing ARAMs, by the way. It only took me a year because I'm scared. Yeah, I love Poros. What can I say? But now I have like over 50, and I've only been playing for a year, and just that's crazy to me.
I mean, this is like the kind of to tie in like what I was talking about, the intuitive level of people being able to grasp a game so quickly. Like, I mean, Riley's just saying he started 1 to 30, leveled to 30 in ARAMs. Now he's like the most integral part of our ranked team. Like, our ranked 3s, he's like on that shit all the time. Ranked 5s, he's like one of the best. He's like the best Morgana I know. It's crazy. I mean, and you full-time job, got other shit going on, but still like this desire to play League and get better at it is there. My one statement to Riot Games: buff Karma.
Right to the mic.
I'm done, dude. I'm done.
Let's just end it. I don't even need to say anything. I would like for them to just give us a little bit more backing from them. I think what we do here is extremely beneficial for them and for the game, and a little bit more support would be great. Just in terms of like shout outs, or because we've been featured on during like the regular season games. We've been shouted out. They showed a video of us on screen, which was awesome. And just little things like that really help to build the community.
I mean, yeah, going off of what he said, Dash mentioned at the end of one of the NALCS that there's viewing parties in your area. There's one in DC, so that's how I heard about it. That's where I met him. If they expand on that and be able to advertise our viewing parties more, or like James said, be able to show or have an MSG type thing, but at Verizon Center, that would be one of the best things ever, because I wouldn't need to go to New York. I would just be here. That's all I want.
Show some East Coast love.
Yeah. Adrian's on TSM now.
Adrian's on TSM?
Adrian's on TSM.
Are you telling me Adrian's on TSM right now? We in there, boys. 2016, you see it. We had a great media connection team that helped us on that. So
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Their name's Wave Esports, right?
Yeah, they helped us do that.
Great. Yeah, they're really cool dudes.
Their logo looks like a mustache.
Actually, one of the founders used to be an admin for the league page. He was like the most solid admin that I had at the league page.
Oh, why didn't you bring him with us?
Well, he went to move to Wave Esports.
Oh.
And they're blowing up, so hopefully hopefully he'll be like, yo.
When the interview turns on the interviewers.
So I'm Starwind, he's Starwang.
Don't buy RP when you're drunk. Right, James Starwin.
Yeah. Oh, Riot Starwang. Riot Starwang. I'm good with that.
Exactly.
If he speaks up like that, just give him a little.
Okay.
You don't have to be nothing. You don't have to deep throat it, but you know.
Just
Hey James, milk me.
just glisten the frenulum. Just lick the tip.
Just a tip.
Dude, yeah. So start 0 to Dominion.
Dominion.
I played one game of that.
I learned about this group from watching the end of game shows, and Dash mentioned that.
Oh shit.
James, you're not a jungle player. What are you doing?
Not a jungler.
The ghost of Starwing wants to know what you're dressed as.
All right, so
He's a hairy pirate.
yeah, so I was a pirate, but then I just didn't want to be just a pirate, so I had yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Pirate Rise.
yeah. So all my other costumes are back in Jersey, and I have my Harry Potter stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'll just be a Harry pirate.
Freak would love that one.
Yeah. Shout out to Freak. Riley.
My lame costume. I'm not. I don't have my squishy barrel. I'm Oktoberfest Gragas.
Can you do the dance?
No, I don't actually know it.
Riley King will now do the Gragas dance.
I can do the female night elf dance. Do you want me to do that?